I would like to thank Sona College Group also for allowing us to take us through. I think uh, almost everything is being covered mostly by Kirti, Venkat, and Muralidharan sir, and then previous people who have spoken about the required need for learning about new technologies, since the world is becoming more and more digital, and the people who choose to work in any of the professions, so having digital skills is very much required. Now, I would not like to waste more time, since the time is very much limited. I think in 5 minutes, I don't know whether I'll be able to take you through the entire platform or not, but I'll try and maximum highlight what are the major things, the features which are no covered. So I'd like to share screen and then take you through the platform on how it is compared to previously when we have launched, and now how it is being becoming evolved. So this is basically the FutureSkills platform. So the website name is futureskillsprime.in. So anyone who can sign in can click on to the sign up, and then it will show you about your login ID password. So whoever has login ID password, once they log in, so it brings you to the home page. So here is basically where you have my learning groups. You can register. Registration is for the Government of India incentive, which this particular prime is providing for various courses. And then the clause and conditions for that also I will be sharing in few minutes. And about prime, so if anyone who intends to know about prime, how to navigate it through, so entire information is uploaded here. Right. So when we come back to the first page, so the first carousel, so probably which you see here, as we highlight recommended for you, it is some of the important things, be it on technology, be it on some of the best programs which are offered by some of our partners, right? So all that are highlighted here. Okay, so just below that is the two parts, where one is on the technology front, the other is on the professional skills. So you can see that. So the emerging technologies which you can see here are clearly AI, big data analytics, Internet of Things, cloud computing, cybersecurity, web mobile development, blockchain, and robotic process automation, and AR, VR, and 3D printing. So all 10 technologies are highlighted here. Now, anyone who can click on this, who would like to know about the artificial intelligence, so the learning is very clearly structured here. Now, for anyone who comes from a non-technical background, for him to understand what AI is bit of a nuance, right? So he can't directly go on to the technical aspects of it and understand it directly. So the learning here for them is stitched together in a very fundamental ways of learning, right? So these are called, each of these are called as the smart cards. Now, a smart card can be in form of an article, in form of a video, in form of a text which is put it into a form of PPT or whatever, right? So in multiple sources, it is stitched together, and multiple of these smart cards makes a learning pathways and journeys. Okay. So now if an individual who has no basic background of technology, or who is coming from arts and science and commerce streams, can basically go through these smart cards and have a basic understanding of what AI is, how it is used, right? What are the tools required for them to learn, so on and so forth. So similarly, there are pathways which are built to it. So everything has a 2 minutes, 3 minutes to 30 minutes to 40 minutes kind of smart cards, each of the smart cards. Now, if someone intends to learn a bit of in-depth, maybe a foundational course, right? So there are foundational courses. So if you click on foundation course, so there is artificial intelligence foundation course curriculum. So he can know what it is. Now here currently we have one of the foundation course which we have designed in collaboration with our partners, where this particular foundation course, so where you see it is highlighted as eligible for Government of India incentive, right? So this course, so there are courses which we have picked for almost each of those technologies where the incentive is being provided. Somebody who goes on to this particular course, click on this, so they will get to know, okay, what is the program, how many days it has to be completed, right? And so on and so forth. So he can complete this particular course, he can take a mock assessment and then the course completion assessment and then get a certification for it. Right now, the course here is about 6,000 rupees. Now, the entire amount is refunded by the Government of India for whoever takes these particular courses. The amount of incentive which is provided, anyone who does from each of these technologies, is up to 14,000 rupees. Government incentives are applicable. Now, the applicability of those incentives are broadly for three types of categories. One, the working employees who are working in any organizations at any level, at entry level to the leadership level. The second category is somebody who has an offer letter. So who got an offer letter from organizations and who are still studying in fourth year, be it in seventh semester, eighth semester kind of students, also are eligible to get an scholarship for them. And then the employees who would have worked previously, currently who are not working, so this particular category also are eligible. And the internship, whoever are working on internship, who have an offer letter and then who would be probably doing internships in a month or two or whatever. So that offer letter, if they have, so that particular category of students also are eligible for the government incentive scheme. Right. So each of these technologies, if you click on, you have programs. Now, every program, I think Sona College has already signed up with SSC NASSCOM QP aligned programs. So probably you people know what QP is and then how it's being implemented as part of course. Now, a lot of these courses which you see, apart from foundation courses, there are bridge courses which you see between somebody who intends to learn, basic fundamentals. Some of these bridge courses help them. Now, a deep into that is deep skilling. So probably where job category related courses are also available. So very specific to R, or Python, right? Some of these courses, again, not all of them are free, not all of them are paid. So you will get to see here which are free courses and which are, this is a free course, which is being provided by board. And similarly, you have some of the paid courses also. Now, they are at cost. For example, you see as Digital Vidya, which is giving you a data science using Python and digital, right, and Python programming. Now, there are some courses like LEAPS, which are again absolutely free, which are eligible for Government of India incentive schemes. So these are deep courses, probably related to job category. And each of these are eligible for, are mapped towards the QPs. And then the assessments are also based on the QP based assessments or competency based kind of an assessments. Okay, so that's how each of these programs, you will find each of these technologies related to programs are also there. Like for example, when it comes to Internet of Things, you have foundation courses in Internet of Things, which are again aligned and designed to SSC QPs. Right. So again, with Jigsaw, we have foundation in IoT, which in partnership with Manipal we have done. So there, that's how the technology wise they are covered. Now, in terms of professional, coming back to professional courses a bit below that, we have effective communication, innovation and design thinking, product management, project management, right? Creative problem solving, collaboration and teamwork, continuous learning and digital leadership. So as we know, so apart from the technical skills on the technology, every individual also needs to have a equally effective in terms of soft skills, we can put it together, right? So be it in communication, be it in program management, right? So all these professional skills are also courses which are put together and then as a programming have been, there are some of them free courses, I would say. the free courses are less in the professional courses. Paid is the more which you will be finding into it, right? And these courses are also again available to you in terms of no pathways, learning journeys, right? So in different forms you can find into them, but you don't have an incentives available for the professional skills. It's only on the technologies, and on the technologies there are certain identified courses where I'll share that particular list with Sangeeta and everyone, so they can circulate that to the students and then employees from the technologies, and even faculty who intend to do these particular courses and get certified also are eligible for the government incentive. So exclusively, if you go down, you get a government incentive eligible programs like for AI, big data, cloud computing, cyber security courses, IoT, and web development. So these are the major 5 to 6 technologies where government incentives are provided right now. So for somebody who is actually looking at beyond the incentives, also they can look into some of our partners courses, which are industry certifications uh, provided by some of the leading players in the market, be it Microsoft, Google, Cisco, so on and so forth. So these are all the industry provided courses which are available here, right? And then you have software tools and programming languages, so which will take you through each of the partners who provide the individual courses, be it on the languages, be it on any of the software technology programming languages which anyone intends to learn. Now the entire learning can be tracked here in terms of what the individual have done, right, and which are the courses he has completed, how much amount he has uh, he has completed on any of the specific course. The entire analytics can be captured. So groups, so there are multiple groups in fact. So there will be, though I haven't actually gone into a lot of groups and then do it, but here are a lot of groups where individuals can join can join into it, and then they keep getting the information about what is happening in the group in form of notifications for them, right? And whatever is being courses which are being added into this particular group, whatever activities happen, information shared, so all that can be tracked in terms of their learning in learning here, right? So that's broadly about the program, but given the time paucity, I would like to stop here and then probably take if any Q&A's, question and answers are there for anyone who would like to know in depth. Anyway, we would like to have a face-to-face session probably once the situation is good at campus for students to take them through, and then doing it a very lively kind of a program would be much better, be it for employees or for the students. So any questions and answers, I would definitely be able to help you out in answering those.